Happy Monday, everyone. I hope you had a fantastic weekend of watching your favorite shows and relaxing. I'm Stella Chung, and in today's Entertainment Fix, the Game of Thrones prequel series House of the Dragon has too many sex scenes for one of its stars, Kevin Smith calls out Warner Brothers' Discovery for canceling the Batgirl movie, and Top Gun Maverick beats out Titanic at the box office records. If you've been anxious about more news on the new Game of Thrones prequel, House of the Dragon, you may be in for a steamy surprise. Matt Smith, star of the new show, told Rolling Stone in an interview that the amount of sex scenes his character is in is, quote, slightly too much if you ask me. He said, "You do find yourself asking, do we need another sex scene? And they're like, yeah, we do." Whew, is it getting hot in here? Smith went on to say he asked himself, are you representing the books or are you diluting the books to represent the time? And I actually think it's your job to represent the books truthfully and honestly as they were written. House of the Dragon is based off of George R.R. Martin's Fire and Blood, a history of the Targaryen dynasty set hundreds of years before Game of Thrones. According to Martin's history of the Targaryens, Smith's Daemon Targaryen definitely got around, so the apparent overabundance of sex scenes seems pretty true to the book. But don't worry, along with the abundant sex scenes, there will also be a ton of dragons. Talk about really laying into the heat. Keep your eye out for House of the Dragon, which will premiere on HBO and HBO Max August 21st. In more serious news, Kevin Smith has weighed in on Warner Brothers Discovery's sudden and unexpected cancellation of the Batgirl film, and unsurprisingly, he wasn't a fan of the decision. On the latest episode of his Hollywood Babble On series, Smith said,
"It's an incredibly bad look to cancel the Latina Batgirl movie." You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I don't give a
Ezra Miller's out holding people up at gunpoint.
I don't give a if the movie was absolute dog man. They spent, and it was, I guarantee you it wasn't. The two directors who directed that movie did a couple episodes of Ms. Marvel.
Yeah.
And it was a wonderful show. You know, great looking, and they had more money to do Batgirl than they had to do an episode of Ms. Marvel and stuff. So,
and Warner Brothers should know they make a ton of superhero movies to make a lot of money.
Smith wasn't the only one to uplift the directors, as Kevin Feige, Edgar Wright, and James Gunn sent them messages in support. I'm so glad to see so much support coming out for the directors, and I really hope we can see some form of the Batgirl movie release, because so many people poured their hearts into that film. Is that a bird? Is that a plane? Well, actually, yes, a Boeing FA-18 Super Hornet fighter jet to be specific. Top Gun Maverick has overtaken Titanic to be the 7th highest grossing movie ever at the US box office. Maverick has earned $662 million in ticket sales. According to Box Office Mojo's latest statistics, this sequel has surpassed Titanic by more than $3 million. Maverick now sits behind Marvel's Avengers Infinity War, which is currently at the 6th highest grossing release in the US with $678 million. For the curious, Star Wars The Force Awakens is number 1 domestically with a staggering $936 million. I guess the moral of the story is that fighter jets are cooler than old boats, but still not as cool as superheroes or spaceships. Maverick also became the highest grossing movie of 2022 at the worldwide box office ahead of Jurassic World Dominion and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Congratulations to everyone involved in Maverick for all the successes the film has had. Suck it, dinosaurs! Are you excited for House of the Dragon? And do you think the Batgirl movie will ever come out? And most importantly, box office gross aside, who would win in a fight, a fighter jet or a pterodactyl? Let us know! I'm Stella Chung, and now that you're all caught up on the news, check out our piece on how House of the Dragon will play with Game of Thrones' version of history. For more entertainment news, be sure to stay right here at IGN.
Dreams didn't make us kings. Dragons did.